Ringing up Graeme Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services at Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello Mr. Kenna, it's Mr. Hussain here, once again leaving yourself another daily message. Today is message number 138. I've left you 137 previous messages like a broken record since the 10th of October 2023, and today is the 24th of February 2024, and the time is around about getting to be 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, the 24th of February. And it's now been 200 days that you've kidnapped my brother from my care from the 8th of August 2023. So 100 days later, where's my brother? What have you done to him? Why are you not telling me where he is or what kind of conditions you're holding him under? You're now basically forcing care upon him without any legal framework in place. What legal framework are you using? There is no legal framework, is it? You've just come and kidnapped him and used key terms like safeguarding, best interest, and we're the local authority, and just use these terms. There's no legal framework in place. My brother's not consented to this. You have no legal right to take him like this, whilst at the same time buying off the services of the judges and the judiciary to rubber stamp orders that you have fraudulently achieved. How, as you as a local authority, have you got to be my brother Talib's DWP appointee when I was a DWP appointee for the longest of times? I was both a DWP appointee for my mother and my brother. I never relinquished that right. You have stolen that right from me. You've basically, I believe what you've done is that you have worked with the local authority, with the DWP, to get my appointeeship removed in favour of my brother, nefarious brother Adalat, who you were working with. And then subsequently, when he wouldn't relinquish the appointeeship, you got my brother Talib to sign over his appointeeship to you, Bradford Council, when you had him last incarcerated in October, in August, September, October and November. I believe you had him sign some documents, whilst I managed to get him a solicitor, Alistair Bateman solicitor. So in front of the solicitor, you got my brother to sign over some documents under duress because he did not know what he was signing, so you could become the DWP appointee. Now that you've become his DWP appointee, you've leveraged that and said that you're also his deputy through an order that was never made in your favour on the 3rd of January 2018. And then now you become his financial deputy. But what about his health and welfare? That you can't just assume control of this person. You have decided to where he's going to live permanently. You have decided who he can and cannot see. You have decided what kind of care he needs. You have decided everything now against his wishes. So much for the government's agenda of personalization and giving people control of their life. You have decided as a local authority that you know best. You know best. You can't even manage your own finances. You are grossly incompetent. The reason that you're at this stage of having a public persona, which you're having to difficulty maintaining as it is because you have the ability to achieve your objectives by commissioning the services of the judiciary and the judges. And you particularly, Mr. Kenna, have seen this with your own eyes happening in my mother's case. My mother never lacked mental capacity. You forced her into your care and custody by kicking me out of the city in the height of the pandemic, by privately commissioning the services of senior High Court judges, Mr. Justice Cobb and Mr. Justice Cohen, in 2021, so that you could take control of the situation. And what did you achieve? You were basically looking to put into a situation where my mother would end up dying, and now with maybe a £40,000 legal cost. You were not acting in my mother's best interest. You were acting in your own best interest and your associates' best interest, namely Manningham Housing Association. So both you and Manningham Housing Association you cleaned up the whole house to make it look nice for the next, and looking to rent it out to somebody else. This is what you were trying to do whilst you had custody of my mother. You wanted to downsize, save costs, and eventually killed her off. Why to date has there been no inquest into my mother's death? It's simply because such an inquest, even though you may control it, would have to highlight your own systemic failures. I urge you as a local authority to get in touch with me to let me know where my brother is. It's been now 200 days. You cannot do this. I've told you that I'll be charging you £1 million a day. That's £200 million. You don't even have £1 million pay me back that you've taken from me. So I urge you to contact me to let me know where my brother is. What are you hoping to do? Make me homeless and get away with it and kill off my family members and there's be no repercussions? You're completely, this is completely idiotic and asinine. Please contact me.